I'm on my way to service because I was going to go there first, and I just feel God say, just keep driving, just keep going. So I was like, all right, and just listen to worship music on the way to the Gulf, and it's a good 2-hour drive. I'm heading towards Clearwater. I'm about maybe 20 minutes out, and I feel like I'm not supposed to go there. So as I was processing like, where am I going to go, I decided to go, I think I'm going to go south, because when I don't go to Clearwater, I go to Siesta Key. I'm about to take that junction, and I feel in my gut, don't go south, go north. And I've never really kind of gone north of Clearwater, so I didn't really know where I was going. I pull up the GPS and I kind of look what's north of Clearwater. The biggest beach that I saw, park, was Honeymoon Island State Park. As I'm getting closer, GPS reroutes me 3 times. First time it was like, oh, here's a shorter distance, and second time it was like, oh, traffic's coming up, and it just kept rerouting me, and it was really aggravating because there really wasn't a lot of traffic, and I was following all the turns right. The final reroute, and we're about like maybe 2 miles out from the park, says take a left turn onto alternate 19 south. When Siri said that, I just kind of stopped because it rang a bell. I take this left turn, and I started to recognize the area. I can see an entrance to a place, and the sign has these boat sails, and the place is called Harbor Club. Harbor Club was the very first apartment complex I lived in when I first moved to Florida 21 years ago. And I didn't remember any of that area because I wasn't really there for a very long period of time. So I just turned right and kind of just drove around it in the parking lot. And just at that point, I'm kind of confused, like, Lord, why are you bringing me here? What significance is this? Bring you back to that time. Tom and I, my ex-husband, we had just gotten married and decided to make this move to Florida. It was really fast. We got married, he moved actually to South Florida because that's where he was given a job. And I moved about a month or 2 later and moved to the Gulf side because that's where I had found work. During those 4 months I was in Clearwater. It was a very depressing time for me. I'm a newlywed, I'm like 24 years old, I think. I'm pregnant with Taylor, and the first trimester was just terrible, horrible. I was getting sick all the time, couldn't hold any food. I actually lost weight during that first trimester. My job wasn't really going all that great. Not that the job itself was bad, but there was just a lot emotionally going on. I had a puppy. We bought me a puppy so that I wouldn't be lonely, and the puppy was always destroying everything. When I would come home from work, I would take the dog and we would go to the water. Going to the dock off of St. Joseph Sound was like 5 minutes, and then there was this one beautiful boardwalk trail that ran right along Clearwater Harbor. That was like another couple of minutes just down the street, and then Clearwater Beach itself was probably another 5-10 minutes away. I spent the day there kind of walking through all the places I used to hang out, and then eventually ended up in Clearwater where I watched the sunset and had dinner like I typically do. I couldn't believe I used to live that close to the water because I'm always talking about moving back to the Gulf, and I don't remember being that close. Like, I really don't remember enjoying being able to just go to the dock whenever I wanted to, or just go to the Clearwater Beach whenever I wanted to. That made me think too that because of everything that was going on, it was unfortunate because I couldn't enjoy and appreciate where I was living. I'll share some pictures. I'll post the pictures of where we used to live. It was very beautiful.